This initiative is bigger than us. Why, it's even bigger than Texas, and that's pretty big. It's bigger than the other 3 awarded states, North Carolina, Ohio, and Florida. Let us be mindful that completion by design goes beyond state borders and state lines. It will dramatically increase college completion all across our great nation. We're starting as a group, and by the way, Suzanne and I were visiting earlier, and there's an excitement now, just as we've generated and we see in this room, when we look at the other awardees and the other states. All of these states are already coming together and embracing one another, and there's an excitement of working as a team at that level too. And I think that's something I want to make sure that we keep in mind, that this is a very, very large and very significant initiative that is national in scope. So there's we have every right to be excited here this afternoon. You know, we're at the ground level of a national change, something that we've not beyond which we've ever seen before, and we're right there where it is. We're right at the point of action. So with that, let me introduce our friend through this process, and who's helped us understand even more of the important role that we play. And I'd like for you now to ask, I'll ask that you join me in welcoming the Senior Program Officer for Post-Secondary Success at the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, Suzanne Walsh. Suzanne, welcome.
This continues to be an amazing opportunity. So thank you so much, Texas, for bringing us all together. I really appreciated especially the time that we had earlier just to sort of mingle and get to know each other. And one of the things that really struck me about our time earlier was just that there are people in this room who aren't even going to be with you sort of in the next 2 days, but you're curious enough and interested enough to come today and to try to learn more about this work. And I think that that is just really important in terms of sort of setting the stage. I want to thank especially Amy for her great leadership. She's back there still directing things. Thank you, Amy, for everything. Dr. Carpenter, just great to see you, and thank you for welcoming us. And to all of the cadre partners, just what a fabulous, fabulous day, and congratulations. I also wanted to say, I do have to throw out some remarks, because one of the things that you all do so well is describe our work for us. And so I had all of these things I was going to describe about completion by design, but in fact, Dr. Carpenter and your video have covered most of it. And so, you know, and I love that, because the last time I was here, I said, you know, I need to steal your video clips from your remarks, because the way that you describe this work, the passion, the authenticity that you have, it's contagious. And so thank you for bringing that. The other thing that I want to mention is that today we just want to sort of accomplish a couple of things together. The first thing is just to give you an overview, but not much of one, because again, you guys have covered it, of completion by design, but also how does it fit into our strategy at the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. And the second thing is just to talk briefly about, you know, what are some of the possibilities for this cadre? You guys have started to think already about your data, but just want to challenge you to think in a couple of other areas. So 3 phrases I want you to think about. All lives have equal value. Every person deserves a chance to lead a healthy and productive life. Education provides a pathway to possibilities. What am I talking about? Does anybody have any guesses? Did I hear the word students? What else am I? Any other ideas? Gates Foundation mission. What? Are you from the Gates Foundation? Exactly. Now, one of the things, so I am talking about the kinds of values that underlie our work, but the reason that I use these just sort of on their own on a slide is because often if I just mention these words, people say things like, you're talking about social justice, you're talking about, what else have I heard recently, sort of civil rights. I mean, there are lots of things that this could be sort of attributed to, but this is why we do the work that we do.